there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Hello everybody, ShadowFox here. That was a very interesting intro to Outer Worlds. Look at that cute little lizard. I've heard some good things and some bad things. A lot of people saying that this is relatable to Fallout, but I haven't seen anything that looks like it. But I'm sure we'll probably see what they mean. So far, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Oops. Just getting used to the controls. Ooh, they're a bad guy. Beasts. Evil, evil beasts. Sorry about that, my phone just went on the fritz for some odd reason. But let's continue our journey through this. Just run, just like it. Get down, go, 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 go.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
My leg.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Yeah, I don't know what Spacers is.
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Let's lie.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful. It's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Well, I know what they mean by the Fallout aspect of the talking screen, but still looks pretty good. I'm off, I don't want to talk to him. But that's stupid. You block yourself in a room, no way out, and the only exit or entrance is a bunch of exploding canisters. That is a dumb idea.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the...
No, what? Oh, wrong button. Try and get headshots from there. You like that? Does your ears hurt? Just grab everything. Whatever all this is, just grab it. This is our hoarder mission. What do you have, sir? No. Do I have any? Oh, there we go. There we go, got a saber. Let's put on... Yeah, so that's what my character looks like. Goddamn the light from the curtain. But, yeah, my character, but I think I want... Yeah. Put on some more armor. One bullet. Yes. Ooh. Should I have a disclaimer that this thing is gory? I cut his head off. What else? Little less do I know that I sometimes forget to heal myself. Who are they?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Hello?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a landing violation.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Fucking right.
Here we go. Shut up!
I do want to kill them, but one of them looks like they have a machine gun or a shotgun. I'm not going to do it. You get in my way of shooting, it's your own fault.
Waste the company ammo.
Yoink, yoink.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Oh, yoink. You gotta grab everything you can. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Let's put on this. Oop.
Damn marauders are out of control.
They're just people trying to survive.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As I was gonna say, how are you gonna genesis us if we're on land?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
This is a demented ship.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Was Hawthorne a marauder? That's what I'm getting at.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
There must be a way to change it. Oh. Handed melee. Let's give. I guess. Give tech some. Too far. Revert. 1, 2. More leadership. Need a lot more dialogue because I like to talk to people. And that's about it. Thank you. What companion? I don't have anyone yet. Except the ship. Well, let's go. Marauder.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Do you take payments in wanted violence? Let's just lie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
I do like that helmet, but I don't want to kill him because she's got a shotgun. Or something along that lines, but pretty good ship. Are we on one of Saturn's moons? Whatever. Is that a glitch or is that a ring? You guys let me know. I can't tell if that's a glitch or a ring. Let's go. Can I stake up to this guy? Nope.
Huh?
Hi.
I smell blood!
Pretty good. Yeah, you bleed too. Yoink. Nothing. This person had nothing. This person had nothing. I don't trust it. There might be zombies. Take everything. Need a healthy supply of bullets. Oh. Ah, my knees.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
I'm a marauder. You didn't even say anything.
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you, Alex. Nope, I'm Fox.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Spacer's Choice sounds like a load of bull to me. I'll be on my way.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Obviously not. Just had to make sure. Let's go.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yes, we're gonna talk to the mayor. Well, that was simply easy, just... oh well. I snuck past everyone. Now I'm gonna kill him. Just jokes.
Greasy monkey, Margot. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
How, mister?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
That.
You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason.
You're a man of faith.
I do not attend the good vicar's sermons as often as I should, but yes, I am a scientician, born and raised. And my faith tells me that hard work and difficulty fortify our spirit. Well, this is hard work I ask of you, but there is a reward at the end of it.
Sure.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what you need to do. What do you mean, marauders?
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Yeah.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Yeah, we'll take her.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay. Okay, let's get going. Come on. I keep thinking A is to access the crap.
Heading back.
Heading back. What the hell does that mean? Oh.
Sorry, I can't do... On my way. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
It's about the deserters.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I'll think about it. I don't think I need to talk to a church person to think of my ideas on what I need to do. Health. That's all I can do. Well, there we go. Oh. Ooh. I like that, so I'll take that. So if I go to mine, let's put that there. Nice. And let's get moving. This looks like the bad side of this town. Oh. More marauders. Shoot the canister.
Here we go! Nice one!
Don't hurt her. Where you going, friend? Where's the other one? Where'd you go? Hello.
The last of them!
You had nothing. You have something. You have the tri-blade.
Come out and play!
Here they come!
Well, you come back and let me play. Want to play? Here it is. Oh, you want to play too? I got so many friends. Oh, you got armor I would like to have. What are you doing? What? I can't access him. Aw, he had a pretty good gun. Oh well. Let's check him again. Nope, nothing. Oh well. Two more guys right here. We're stabbing a boss somewhere I'm not aware of. Kaboom! Ooh, that's gotta hurt. He got shot out of nowhere.
That's the last of them!
Ooh, assault rifle. I know something probably needs to be repaired. That's nice, but we can't use it because we need to get more ammo for it. But we're saving it. Yep. Just keep going, don't let anything stop you now. Are there energy guns? I swear there better be, because I probably have a lot of cartridges. Sorry, I'm looking at my stuff. Let's see, location, hit effects, weapons. Let's go for tech, and then the rest we'll do, just all into melee. Yep.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Okay. Doesn't mean I just can't walk past you.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? Really? Now that you mention it, you don't have the look of an indentured laborer about you. Not nearly enough despair in your eyes.
Sorry, do I not look dead enough?
Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My flock likes to call me grandmother, on account of my providing hot soup and free advice. You can call me Adelaide, though.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Was that supposed to say tobacco?
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Let's go. To the water factory. The laboratory, sorry. I go this way?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That's nice. I knew that's what it was. I got stuck on a tree. How did that hurt me? Which way is which? Okay. I'm dazed. Okay, just be careful. Okay. Well, there's dead marauders, so there should be... Nope, I see an enemy.
Get out!
Hi, robot.
Everyone all right?
There's only you and me.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
When? Electrified fence.
Here they go!
Jesus. Get turned around. Where? Where's the next threat? Ooh, snap. Oh, he's not dead. Now he is. Let's continue on, phase. So far, the game's running pretty good. Ooh.
The control room should be off to the right.
There's a vendor. That's nice. This is a food vendor. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Do I have enough? Your bits. Yes. And 200. Let's see what we can sell. Can't even sell that. Wait, why can't I sell any of this? Why can't I sell this? Yeah, that's cool. I can expect it. Let me know in the comments, guys, why can't I sell any of this stuff? So...
Hope we're doing the right thing.
Why can't I sell any of this? Let me know in the comments, guys, why I can't sell it. Because that'd be helpful. Yeah, get a spooky mask. Hello.
Nothing personal, I swear.
It's a robot. I guess we're going this way? No, wait. Yep.
Don't mess with
Okay, let's see. Use it. Redirect power. Why not? I guess we gotta look.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
As you say. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a hacker.
System.
What system?
Switch.
She has teleporting powers, brah. Relatively easy, even though this is on normal.
Not a peep from me.
What? I guess we're going through the door. Hello?
Oh, thank you.
Here they come!
Whoa, whoa, calm down. Grab whatever you had. This is a nice move to have.
That's the last of them!
No, just leave me alone.
I just want to get this mission done. I don't really want to talk to him. What is that? Rerouting switch.
2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
No, just leave me alone.
Obviously, they'll stop. They won't be living there.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Processing. Searching for unauthorized.
She's in the gas herself. Having fun there.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Unexpected.
Just said it.
Incoming!
Gotta make sure everything's dead. Huh.
Process. Search.
Here they come! Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final.
Yep. No doubt you'll probably talk to me about it.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister?
Oh boy.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. Words in that order.
Ooh boy. Ready to crack power. Continue. Power to Edgewater. Correct. I have 32 bits. And I want this, but it costs so much. I don't get it. Oh, because that probably has like a jewel slot on it, while this one doesn't. Ah. Buy guns. What is this? Mag 2 power. Can I please just be in debt? Because you're not letting me sell shit. Why? And we're back on the outside. Now let's go talk to Adelaide. Adelaide. Gonna catch in on the way up. Can we carve a shortcut? And let me just no wait. Revert back. We'll do dialogue. A lot more dialogue. Can we cheat climb? Yeah, we can. Come on. Let me up this far. This way. No? Maybe cheat climb this way? Is that a border? Okay, I guess not. Welcome back to the world of Matty. No. Oh god, the cult. The lights are red. What skill point do I have? Oh, and need more XP. How do I get down to where she is?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops. My son worked in that cannery. We had a store of medicine locked away. But Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okie dokie. Let's leave. Let's see if we can't change his mind. I don't need to talk to you guys. Reed Thompson. I wonder what happened. They have like all these buildings here, but they're only up there. Just weird to me. Ooh, spooky. Anyone? No? Okay. Oh. That's someone. Now, let's see if we can't talk to Thompson. Ah!
You're making me nervous.
I don't care.
I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
You let Adelaide's son die.
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will.
This town's falling apart.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Well, I tried. Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't eat anything but salt. I'm just gonna say tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Adelaide found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you shut down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math and it worked.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
I'm not in the mood to argue. You want Adelaide's help? Start bound.
You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Take care. I don't like you anyway. Hello. Let's go. Keep pressing A. Boy, there's no music now. You know, some of the orchestra that this music plays is that it sounds really familiar to some of the Fallout ones, like that trombone. It's aesthetically pleasing with the atmosphere. And I'm just running around with a hammer. Sorry for going silent. I wanted to sneeze, but nothing would happen, so... Oh well. I like how the electricity stays on, but when you run, it doesn't spark up as much. Adelaide, 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 let's go talk to Adelaide. It probably is fast travel, but... I don't think you want me to see me just... that all the time. Can I up? No. Hey, Adelaide.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater is better off with you running the place.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Well, that's why my name is Shadow Fox. I'm shady, but that doesn't mean that I'm trustworthy. But you can trust me.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
That's cool. I'm gonna eat it. Oh shit.
What happened? Brad fell into a transformer again?
Caught on fire, you bastard. Huh. Thought she gave it to me. now let's get back to our ship that doesn't pronounce us by our name. We are many. Let's do... Probably need engineering in that. Wait, let me see. Companions getting... Alright. Yeah, we'll grab tech and medicine. All tech and medicine. Yes. Now, I am an amalgamation of stuff. 600... I'll just catch you guys when I'm actually at the ship. So, we just made it back to the ship, and now we should be able to put our regulator. Yeah, no, there's other people still standing here.
Is this your ship?
Jeez.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Hell yeah.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Yeah. Need a lot of people as well as an engineer. Pick yourself a cabin, it's yours.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Don't fuck up the ship. It's the only one I've got. Okay. Unreliable. Oh, I picked it.
You're fast.
Thank you. So, apparently there's a new gun. Ooh. Well, it's not really new. Let's see. Pretty good.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply. What can I do? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Hell yeah.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Thank you. Let's go put this power regulator, which for some odd reason it doesn't have one in the first place. Just wanted to see if what would happen. Oh, come on.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's go. Awesome.
A communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Let's hear him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Her face is unpleasing. Get to the point.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll go have a word with her.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna have to leave it there, guys and gals. See you in the next episode where we go to Groundbreaker, which is the ship. So, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, how it's going. I think it's pretty cool. But see you in the next episode. Bye.